It's Tuesday. Phil Lindeman with your Krystal 93 News at noon. Summit County is just a little bit hazy today. Most of it is swirling into Colorado from the south, where old wildfires are smoldering in Arizona and New Mexico. We could also be getting a little smoke from the Desperado fire near Rangeley. It has burned over 1,100 acres since last Wednesday and is today the most active fire in the state. What does Summit School District need more? Employee housing today or a new school tomorrow? That was the conflict at a recent school board meeting. The Summit Daily reports the district has 4 sites ready for construction, and the housing need remains. A recent report shows the average teacher cannot afford 94% of the homes here in Summit. But officials warn they cannot build housing on all 4 sites. Those sites might also be needed for a new school. Tomorrow, you're invited to a public meeting at Summit High School, where the district is reviewing its master plan, including housing. That is tomorrow, Wednesday, at the Summit High Cafeteria, starting 5:30 p.m. A $43 million bus barn in Frisco might come with housing for drivers. Summit Stage estimates the new transit headquarters could fit up to 10 apartments. This would add $5 million to the cost. Most of the rest of the project is being paid for by a federal grant. Governor Polis is not backing down from his affordable housing plan. The Colorado Sun reports on a new executive order telling the state to streamline approval for housing that is eco-friendly and built around public transit. Lawmakers dismantled the governor's first attempt at housing for every budget. A Colorado cannabis pro, Todd Stevens of Native Roots, is the newest director of New Mexico's legal cannabis division. New Mexico legalized marijuana last year, but has struggled with enforcement. Stevens hopes to change that. Are the runways at major airports a disaster waiting to happen? That is the gist of a New York Times investigation showing the FAA documented 46 close calls last month alone. Most accidents were narrowly averted in the seconds between takeoff and landing. The Times says potentially dangerous incidents are occurring far more frequently than almost anyone realizes. But near misses are still very rare. Your odds of a near miss are 1 flight for every 29,350 flights you board. Breck Oktoberfest is back on Main Street in less than a month, September 15th, and they need volunteers. For your trouble, you get a stein, drink tokens, and a volunteer party. Sign up at gobreck.com. Local fire danger remains moderate today in Summit County, still with no fire restrictions. In sports, the Rockies play the Rays today at 4:40. And in local sports, brought to you by Cassandra Schultz and Associates with American Family in Dillon. Summit High Boys Soccer is playing Battle Mountain in Edwards today. Phil Lindeman, Krystal 93 News.